Hello everyone. In this video, we'll show you how to install UDS Enterprise on Nutanix Community Edition. We will first need to request a free edition of UDS Enterprise, and in this case, we'll request, download, install, and configure UDS Enterprise free edition that allows you to subscribe up to 10 users and unlimited number of virtual machines and applications. Before you request UDS Enterprise free edition, you will need to register and create an account in My UDS section. Then by the creation of your account, go and sign in with your username and password, and then click on Try Our Software. By going to the section Try Our Software, you choose UDS Enterprise free edition, request now. And to request UDS Enterprise free edition, you need to copy these details and send answers to this email address by adding the subject to your email. Then, by the reception of your email by UDS Enterprise team, you will be assigned a free serial for UDS Enterprise free edition. After you receive an email from UDS Enterprise team saying that your account has been successfully assigned a free serial for UDS Enterprise free edition, you can then log into your account using your credentials. And by logging into your account, you will directly see in your personal page this serial. And to download the virtual appliances, we choose the format for Xen Server and VMware, which is OVA format, and we download UDS Server and UDS Tunneler. So now that the download of the two virtual appliances has finished, we go to the containing folder. Or maybe we open the two archives with WinRAR or any compressor. In this case, we extract to the same folder. In order to install and download Nutanix Community Edition, you need to go to the webpage of Nutanix, www.nutanix.com, and go under Products tab and click on Community Edition. By clicking on Community Edition, you scroll a little down and there is a link that appears, you download now. Then there is a form that should be filled. You fill in the form and you submit. Validate your email address and there is a link that takes you to the login page. The login page is something like this. You enter your credentials and you validate to enter your personal space. By entering, you see this. You go in Community Edition. We click on Community Edition and here is your personal space. Then to download Community Edition, you go in Nutanix Community Edition, CE Knowledge Base. By clicking on CE Knowledge Base, you download software. In order to download the software, you scroll down and you download this one. So now that we have successfully installed Nutanix Community Edition, we can proceed with accessing our Prism host. And by accessing this host, we will be able to upload UDS Enterprise virtual appliances. So in order to upload a disk, we just go to Settings, Image Configuration, and upload an image. This image is going to be named UDS Server, and image type is a disk, and we upload file UDS Server VMDK. Save, and here is the disk uploading. So we do the same for UDS Tunneler. So now that we have uploaded UDS Enterprise virtual appliances, virtual disks, we can proceed with the VM creation. So we go to the VM tab and create a VM. We give a VM name. In this case, we'll give it UDS Server. And then we choose the values of the vCPU and the memory. We give it 1 vCPU and 1 GB of RAM. We scroll down. We choose a virtual disk. But before that, we need to delete the CD-ROM because we don't need it in this machine. We delete the CD-ROM and we add the new virtual disk and clone the image service and we choose UDS Server. Then we add the disk and we scroll to the add the network interface card and we add my LAN. Then save and our VM is now being created. We do the same thing for UDS Tunneler. We can now power on the VMs. We start with UDS Server, start UDS Server and start UDS Tunneler. Afterwards, we launch the console in order to start the configuration of UDS Enterprise. So we make sure the keyboard layout is correct and then continue. And we type the serial and continue, and we make sure the configuration of the networking is correct. Then we continue again, and we make sure everything is correct, and we continue. Once it's 100%, continue and click on done in order to reboot the server. We do the same thing for the tunneler, continue, and the networking, everything is correct. We type a password, then validate, continue, and when it's done, click on done, continue, and the server reboots. So now that the servers have started correctly, we can log in and start configuring our UDS Enterprise platform. So we type the username and the password as stated in the server and sign in. So now we go to the system administration and we enter the dashboard. We start first with editing services. In this case, we will edit Nutanix Acropolis platform provider. The service name Nutanix Acropolis. The host is 116, and we type the username and the password that we have set up for the Acropolis for the Nutanix Community Edition server. Then we test and save, and then we scroll down to set up the service provider. We go to services, new Nutanix Acropolis service, Nutanix service provider in the name and the base VM, and we choose the VLAN, Nutanix, and length 3, and we save. If everything is successful, we can now move on to authenticators. We create an internal authentication database. We give it a name, internal, the priority 1, and the label is int. We test, and it's successful. Now we save. Inside internal, we should create a group and then a user. We come to group section, create a group, Acropolis group. We save. We go now and create a user. We name it user and we attach it to the group Acropolis. We save. Now that the authenticator has been set up, we move on to OS Manager. Linux OS Manager, since it's a Ubuntu machine, the name is Acropolis. In this OS Manager, we'll use keep service assigned. It means persistent machines. Save, and we move on to Connectivity and Transport Protocol. We choose RDP Transport Direct, and we give it a name, Acropolis RDP. We set up the credentials that we have in our base machine, and we leave it without domain and save. Now we move on to service pool. We create a service pool, Acropolis publication. The base service is Acropolis Service Provider. OS Manager is Acropolis OS Manager. Then we go to availability and we set up one service available and save. Upon saving, we can wait for a few seconds and then we can go to our Acropolis platform and we can check whether the service is being created or the VM is being cloned. So after linked clones are finished, we can then go and check again in UDS dashboard. So before we go and access our virtual service through RDP, we should go and scroll down and assign a group. In this case, we'll assign internal and the group Acropolis, and then assign a transport that we have created, Acropolis RDP, and save. And we log out and we log in using the user that we have created in our authenticator. So now that we have accessed using our user, we can try to enter our service. Connect, and here is our virtual machine cloned, and we have a linked clone available to access using RDP.